This is wrestling's greatest moments.
Hey now, wrestling fans. It's time for another episode of Wrestling's Greatest Moments, Who's Dat Wrestler, where we provide 5 clues and you have to guess the wrestler's identity. The less clues you need to get the answer, the better your score. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Here are the rules. You have 5 clues to guess each wrestler's identity, that is, the wrestling name they're best known by. If you answer the question with the first clue, you earn 5 points. If you answer the question by the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on, with the 5th and last clue being worth 1 point. If you don't answer the question within 5 clues, you get a whole lot of nothing. Dare to play the wild card? If you're willing to take a risk, consider playing our wild card question. We'll give you the subject. The question could be easy, medium, or hard. You won't know until you play it. It's a multiple choice question, or as we used to say in school, a multiple guess. Answer it right, and you add 5 points to your score. Answer it wrong, and you deduct 5 points. Keep in mind, the wild card is optional. Here's an example. Category: The Road Warriors. Your difficulty is easy. Lucky you. Here's a question. Which of these tag team titles weren't held by the Road Warriors? 1. The AWA World Tag Team Championship. 2. The WWF Tag Team Championship. 3. The ECW Tag Team Championship. Or 4. The NWA World Tag Team Championship. The correct answer is 3. The ECW World Tag Team Championship. Good luck! Question 1. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on July 5th, 1952, in Scottsville, Kentucky. He wrestled in Memphis's Continental Wrestling Association as Harley Davidson. This wrestler's Kentucky origins would be played up in the WWF. Clue number 2. This wrestler first appeared in the WWF as a supposed fan. He later appeared on Piper's Pit, where Roddy Piper offered to train him. He declined and began training with Hulk Hogan. Clue number 3. This wrestler was still playing as a fan when he saved Hulk Hogan from a beatdown at the hands of Ken Patera and Big John Studd. He began training and teaming with Hogan. This wrestler portrayed a good-natured country boy. Clue number 4. This wrestler served as a manager after a leg injury, managing his kayfabe uncle and cousin. This wrestler later managed the Godwins in the 1990s. Clue number 5. This wrestler's theme song was "Don't Go Messing with a Country Boy." Who's that wrestler? Who is Hillbilly Jim? Question 2. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on July 25th, 1953, in Boulevard, Tennessee. This wrestler formed a famous team in Memphis's Continental Wrestling Association with Larry Latham called the Blonde Bombers that was involved in the original Tupelo concession stand brawl. Clue number 2. This wrestler later developed a gimmick in Calgary Stampede Wrestling that would lead to success in the WWF. This wrestler entered the WWF in 1986 as a babyface, but turned heel after the fans cast a vote of no confidence on him. This wrestler subsequently took Jimmy Hart as his manager. Clue number 3. This wrestler teamed with Greg Valentine to form the team Rhythm and Blues. Clue number 4. This wrestler defeated Ricky Steamboat for the Intercontinental Championship and would enjoy a record-length reign as champion. Clue number 5. This wrestler boasted of being the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He also boasted of his singing and dancing abilities, as some critics accused him of being an Elvis impersonator turned wrestler. Who's that wrestler? Who is the Honky Tonk Man, aka Wayne Ferris? Question 3. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on November 21st, 1964 in New Brighton, Pennsylvania. This wrestler reportedly began wrestling professionally to help pay his way through college. Clue number 2. This wrestler competed in the WWF as enhancement talent. At one point, he used the name Troy Orndorff. At other times, he wrestled under his real name. In 1987, this wrestler defeated Eddie Gilbert for the UWF Television Championship. Clue number 3. This wrestler was known for the fiery promos he cut in ECW on Nature Boy Ric Flair, even though Flair wasn't in ECW. Clue number 4. This wrestler captured the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, but threw the title down, claiming that the ECW Championship was the only title that mattered. Clue number 5. This wrestler was nicknamed The Franchise. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Shane Douglas? Question 4. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on August 4th, 1960 in Irvington, New Jersey. A second-generation wrestler, he also worked as a referee for the WWF for a short time before returning to wrestling. This wrestler teamed up with his real-life brother Cho in Japan. Clue number 2. This wrestler was a member of the Triple Threat in ECW alongside Shane Douglas and Chris Benoit. Clue number 3. This wrestler enjoyed success in WCW's Cruiserweight division, where he held the WCW Cruiserweight Championship 4 times. This wrestler later held the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. Clue number 4. This wrestler was a member of the Four Horsemen. This wrestler and Chris Benoit defeated the West Texas Rednecks to win the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Clue number 5. One of this wrestler's nicknames was the Iceman. This wrestler used the Texas cloverleaf as a finisher. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Dean Malenko? Question 5. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in East St. Louis, Illinois on November 17th, 1935. This wrestler would enjoy his greatest success in the Mid-Atlantic region. Clue number 2. Although this wrestler was best known for his many years in the Mid-Atlantic area, he also enjoyed success in championship wrestling from Florida. There, this wrestler held the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship multiple times, the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship with Dick Slater, and the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship with George Becker. Clue number 3. This wrestler had a long-standing team with George Becker. This wrestler and Becker held several tag team titles, including the NWA Atlantic Coast Tag Team Championship and the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship. This wrestler and Becker feuded with the Andersons, Gene and Lars, the Infernos, and the team of Rip Hawk and Swede Hansen. Clue number 4. This wrestler worked a memorable program late in his career where he helped Dusty Rhodes during the American Dream's quest for Lex Luger's United States Championship. Clue number 5. This wrestler was nicknamed Buzzsaw. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Johnny Weaver? Question 6. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on April 28, 1938 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He began wrestling professionally around 1961, working at Capitol Wrestling. Clue number 2. This wrestler was known for his incredible acrobatics in the ring. This wrestler became a popular babyface in Capitol Wrestling, teaming with Johnny Valentine, Bruno Sammartino, and Antonino Rocca. Clue number 3. This wrestler's high-flying style took its toll on his body, and he retired in 1975. It's believed this wrestler closed out his career in the International Wrestling Association, where he unsuccessfully chased the Mongols for the IWA World Tag Team Championship, teaming with Luis Martinez. Clue number 4. This wrestler found championship success in tag team action. This wrestler won the WWF United States Tag Team Championship with Don McClarty in 1964, defeating the Tolos brothers, Chris and John. He also held the Worldwide Wrestling Association's version of the United States Tag Team Championship with Bruno Sammartino. Clue number 5. This wrestler's best-known stage name includes the name of the country he was born in. Who's that wrestler? Who is Argentina Apollo? Question 7. Ridiculous. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in Omaha, Nebraska in 1909. He and several of his brothers formed a famous real-life wrestling family. The brothers were known for their roughhouse style. Clue number 2. This wrestler challenged world champion Jim Londos on December 9, 1932 in Philadelphia, losing after 60 minutes. This wrestler worked against Gorgeous George at a historic match in Madison Square Garden on February 22, 1949, the first card held at the Garden in 12 years. Clue number 3. This wrestler teamed with his brother Joe to battle another real-life brother team, Ben and Mike Sharp. This wrestler also teamed with his brother Emil, capturing the NWA World Tag Team Championship, Central States version, 3 times, and the NWA World Tag Team Championship, San Francisco version, once. Clue number 4. This wrestler defeated Lou Thesz for the NWA Texas Heavyweight Championship in 1944, before losing it to Thesz that same year. This wrestler later unsuccessfully challenged Thesz for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Clue number 5. This wrestler and his brothers, Joe, Emil, and Rudy, were nicknamed the Riot Squad. Who's that wrestler? Who is Ernie Dusek? Dare to play the wild card? Remember, the wild card is optional. This week's wild card category: Ricky Steamboat. Difficulty: hard. Which wrestler was Ricky Steamboat's first tag team partner to hold the NWA World Tag Team Championship, the Jim Crockett Promotions version, with him? 1. Shane Douglas. 2. Jay Youngblood. 3. Paul Jones. 4. Ric Flair. The answer is 3. Paul Jones. Ricky Steamboat held the NWA World Tag Team Championship, the Jim Crockett Promotions version, 6 different times. The first was with wrestler number 1 Paul Jones. He then held the title with Jay Youngblood 5 different times. How'd you do? Let's have the coach add up your score. Coach?
How'd you do? No points. You set up the ring. While you're at it, sweep up the gym. 1 to 5 points. You're a wrestling school student. 6 to 10 points. You're a local talent, or what I like to call a bum. 11 to 15 points. You're a jobber to the stars. 16 to 20 points. You're a mid-card talent. 21 to 25 points. You're an upper-card talent. 26 to 30 points. You're a main eventer. 31 to 34 points. You're the undisputed world champion. 35 points. You're a living legend. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Wrestling's Greatest Moments, the channel that celebrates the squared circle.